All right, hunting some coins. That's the plan. See if this thing's working here. Check one, check two. Looks like it's working. All we need is a little background music now. All right, here we are. Welcome back again to Diamondback Aaron World Headquarters in the corner of my living room. And we have a few rolls of coins to go through, quarters that is. I've already been looking. We have found some good ones already, but we do have a whole box. And I just did a little pre-searching. I found one kind of interesting one that you wouldn't find regularly, and I found a bunch of other ones that you kind of would find regularly. So we're going to get a chance to take a look at those together right away. Hunting some coins. I'll just lay out a couple of these that we already found, and then we're going to dig in and see what we get. I did get a special one that is not normally found. It is normally only out of a couple of specific mint sets, and we got one. So I'll show you that one right away. Turn that down a little bit. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Let me just move that here. All right. So this is the one I'm talking about. This is an Olympic coin, but you wouldn't normally find any kind of red paint on it. In this case, the red paint would have been all over the outline of the Canadian maple leaf. As you can see, it's worn off. But that is only found in a special mint set from the Olympic coin time. So that's an interesting one to find. Pretty good. We did get a brook, another brook, a De La Salaberry, and a Tecumseh. We got a couple of, three of them to be exact. Breast cancer awareness. We got a falcon. We got an orca. And we got a worn out 2004 poppy. So that's what we've got so far. But we've got a few more rolls to go through. We're going to go through those together and take a look at see what we got. I've also got a homemade root beer freezy that my wife made. Really good. John Jum in the house. I've already separated out over a whole roll of American from this box. So that's pretty good. We're looking for anything commemorative, and I'm looking for anything with the right age queen on the back. And then we'll double check it to be sure that we're not missing out on any good 1991s, you know what I mean? But it's got to start off with a queen that has the big crown on her head, just like this one. When we find the big crown like that, then we don't want to see those dates there. Those dates mean it's not the one we're looking for. But it is a commemorative, so we'll put it aside just for fun. We will put aside all the commemoratives. We got another one. Same thing. That is right. Once again, that's what we're looking for, the big crown. And then we flip it over. And we want a 1991. That's not a 91. Oh, darn it. Missed it by a year. Silver or Americans? We got lots of American ones. I got like over a whole roll of Americans pulled out of here. Pulled out of this one box. And I got a lot of, regular commemoratives. But these ones under the scope are the only ones I got with any character. You know what I mean? Character? Meaning paint? Paint is character. Oops, not that over. I don't know if they did it on purpose and planned it out. There's another one of those. Okay. But both a toonie roll and a roll of quarters weigh the same, 180 grams. So first thing I need to do is just find my scale, wherever I put it. Hang on a sec. There. It's right in the way there. All right. All right, so that's 163. Got a couple of more quarters here. We'll just round that out. Oh, that's an American. $172. 177. I think 177 is it. I don't think you can get any closer. I gotta count these ones though, just to be sure. 2. 16, 18, 20. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37. I need 3 more. Dropping them. No, that's not right. I think I miscounted. It should be that. That should be a whole roll. I'm going to count them again. I don't want to shortchange the bank in any way, shape, or form. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh my God, missed that one. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and then put that one in there, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 39, and 40. Look at that. Okay, so that's 40, and it weighs 182. So we're getting 2 for the wrapper. And doing that found me this. I didn't even realize it was in there. So there we go. We'll save the day. I need my marker. If you see this on your roll, don't bother searching it. It ain't worth it. Ain't nothing good in there. All right. So let's go for another. See how she goes. Time to look at the chat. Dimebag, I'm meeting up with Stoney on Thursday. Beautiful John Chum. Hi, Lola. Tell us not of the coin. The root beer popsicle. Thank you, Mrs. Darren. Yes. Let's find a 91, John. I'd love to. I'm keeping an eye out, I promise you. Keeping an eye out for a 91. And I'm separating all the different commemoratives right now. And I have the painted ones separate so you can see those. I got a box of all the other ones that I pulled out of here that we'll take a look at after. Trying to look at each one, but I even missed a painted one out of that other batch. So you can miss things even when you try. What goes in there? I'm keeping. Not keeping, but setting aside for now because there's actually very few coins that I keep these days. They have to be really good looking because in the end they might end up in a book for you. And I don't want them to be in a book for you if they don't look good. So that's how that goes, don't you know? Looking up at the chat. Hi, Jack Gelman from Marion, North Carolina, baby. Did I miss you earlier, Jack? I didn't see the chat there. There it is, right there. There it is. Tomorrow is mailing day. Tonight I gotta do my packaging so I can go to the post office tomorrow and send away a little package. I might ask you to do me a favor, Jack. I was just thinking of something, but we'll see. I was thinking of something specific, and we'll see. Nothing to do with the coins or the book necessarily. Just something else I was thinking about sending your way in the same box. And there's another one. We're getting them right and left in these rolls here. They're treated as if they were normal, regular quarters when they're used in change here. But as you know, they are not. Pardon me. Thank you for coming by, Silent Silver. Just going through a few rolls quickly, seeing what we can find. Got some Twonies to do as well, the $2 coins, but getting through some quarters quickly. There's a whole series from 1992. And I was talking to Stone Day the other day as he's going through a bunch of quarters as well, just sort of embarking on the whole looking through coins thing. And I told him, man, you find any 92s, whatever they look like from that series, you just keep them because they are hard to come by. Well, we got another one with the queen with the big crown, but it's got that date down by her neck, so that means it's a commemorative that we're not necessarily looking for. Look at that one. Here's another USA coin. Got lots of those. Oh my, look at that. We nailed down another one to go with the other one. There they are. Looking good. Too bad they don't glow in the dark, because then they'd be cool, because we know how much we love to glow in the dark. We got ourselves a worn out poppy from 2004. I'm sure that's a 2004. They don't look like that unless they're 2004s, and sure enough, it's a 2004. Surprise. Surprise. Yes, Jack is back at work today. Home from the hospital, home from all that trauma, and back to work. Almost seems like a crime, Jack, but I know when a guy's working, he feels better about himself and good to be earning and whatnot. So if it's something you want to do, then I'm glad you're doing it, bro. Glad you're back to work. Me, I'd take a little holiday if they gave me one, but 5, 67, 69, 74. Keeper. Is that good? I think that should do it. Yep, that's a full roll. So fold that up. Make our mark. That's a stat. Oh, we're having a big shake party there, huh? All right, we got another roll. Let's go. Go, go, go. Go, go, gadget roll. We'll see what we get. Oh, that's another commemorative. Oh, not too bad. Put one back in there. There's that. Open that up just a little bit so I can get more coins in there. And if you drop them in 2 at a time, they'll fall to the bottom flat. That is what I have found. Sometimes 3 at a time as well, but for sure, if you drop them in 2 at a time, they will go to the bottom and they will sit flat. Well, there we go. Another glorious eagle. I'd note with the queen. We'll put that one on the glorious eagle pile. And we'll throw one more in the roll to keep it sane. Good, good, good. This is one way to do it and re-roll your rolls. I've done this before, where you literally pour them out into your hand, put the roll on the scale, and start refilling the roll one at a time. And I've got a side roll here, right here. And if I find anything in this roll that I'm going to keep, I pull one out of the other roll and put it in there so we keep the right count throughout. That's another easy and fast way of going through quarter rolls for sure. And again, it doesn't hurt to be re-rolling them as you go. Once again, here's our queen with the big crown. And we're looking for her because she's the one that might be in 91. What do we have here? Well, there's a 1, but it's a 2001. That doesn't help us at all. Actually, the 91s, when you do get them, have a different sort of tinge on the metal. So you kind of know when you're holding one. You got a men's hockey? And we got to shake another one of those in there. All right. You can take a quick look at these right in hand, make sure there's not anything worthwhile, which there's not. Let's get them in there and see that this turns out to be 180 grams dead on. This kind of paper is a little lighter. So perfect. Wrap it up, mark it, and put it aside. All right. Wrap it up. Sweet. There's my big kitty over there under the television. She likes to sit on top of the cable box because it's constantly warm. I think when she sits on it, it probably goes up another 10 degrees, but all that means is that the cable box will wear out sooner, and the cable guys will have to come out and give me a new one because they're rented. Oh, well, we got one for the collection here. Put that one aside. Have another one to put in there in its place. And keep on going. Actually, this way is good because as soon as you see one and you put it aside in your keeper pile, you take one from your refill roll and put it in there, and you don't have to be conscious of the count anymore. You'll keep track of that the easy way. And having it on the scale and seeing that 180 or darn close to it come up at the end is another way of letting you know, hey, I did it right, and I'm not stealing. I actually brought a box back to the bank the other day, and one of the rules was incomplete, and I knew that, and I forgot. And I gave them the box. It was shut, and they took it in the back, and they came out and they said, "Hey, one of these is not a roll." And I realized right then and admitted it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You are correct. But it's as if I was trying to pass off a full box or a box that was not full as a full box. Oops. Oops. Fortunately, I deal enough with the bank so that they knew that was not what I was trying to do. That's how that goes sometimes. All right, that's another roll, not particularly awesome. Let's see what else we get here. Hey, Mr. Molnar, Block is also in the house. Getting ready for bed, Mr. Molnar. Well, he's turning in early. I'm a shift worker, and this is my Friday night. So, my lovely wife, who brought me, and I'm going to have some more right away, a root beer freezy that she made, homemade. Also got me a box of coins. In fact, 2 boxes of coins. All right, we're putting this one in because we're taking this one out, and we're putting it on the pile of style. And then we're taking this one out, and we're putting it on the pile of style. All right. I should have some commercials. Once again, there will be times when you don't know what to do with yourself. And let me suggest that those times, what you want to do is tune in to Block Us. Block Us is the channel where we play Jenga. And do we ever? So if you've ever played Jenga before and you consider yourself a Jenga freak or a Jenga savant, or possibly just a Jenga champion, we'll need you at Block Us to come on over and play some Jenga with us. Until we get so many people we don't know how to work it, and then we'll figure something out. But please do come by and play some Jenga with us. I haven't even played on the new Jenga set yet. It's colorful. Color Jenga. That's my commercial for Block Us. Coming soon to a tower near you. Coming soon. So I'm trying something new today too, something else new. I actually did it the other day, but now I'm doing it now. And what's weird about it is instead of good old Darren using his expensive microphones and all that stuff, I am just using the earbuds in my ear. From Newegg, it costs $5, $4.99 for the Bluetooth adapter. It's a little plug-in USB dealio. So you get one of those and you plug it into your computer if your computer doesn't already have Bluetooth. But if it does, you don't need to. But if it doesn't, you can add Bluetooth for like $5. And then after that, what I did was I got myself a set of earbuds. These are the kind that you would use for your phone. They have a microphone in them and all that for calls. And that's it. That's what I'm using right now. My microphone is in my ears. Mm. 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 Root beer. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Ah, very cold. Mm. Brain freeze. Okay. A few more rolls to pound through. I did actually go through a whole box of quarters. I didn't find all that much. All the painted ones are sitting over there, and we'll take a look at those after. I've got a big pile of commemorative ones, but I'm not really going to be keeping them in the end. But for now, we are looking for the commemoratives and we're separating them. We are looking for the queen wearing the king's crown, and we're scrutinizing them to make sure we're not passing up on any 1991s. All right. Sorry. Got another flag there. There's that tall crown again, but it's got the dates down at the neck, so that's not the one we're looking for, unfortunately. Yeah. You can almost see down into the roll there. If I put it like right there, you can see down in it. You can't see the numbers, so we'll leave it there. Well, Stanley Cup. We need another one for that one. There we go. Actually, I was lucky too. The wife was in a different part of the city and picked these up. Different actual city, actually speaking of. Different part of the lower mainland in a different city. So these have come elsewhere, not my normal bank. So need more. There it is, 180. 180! It's just like playing darts. I can't think of anything else to do, Mike. Bothering you is kind of a hobby. Mark with the mark. And moving on. Only got a few rolls left. Really did count through them earlier, and I can show you a big pile of commemoratives we found, but not so many painted ones, and not the ones I'm looking for. Good night, Nick. Have a good one, bud. Going to sleep, are you? Thank you, sir. What is the most unique quarter you've ever found hunting rolls, not including silver? Well, I have a couple of others of these, but I just found one, and that's that one there. It's part of a set from the Olympics that was only available as a set and had the Canadian flag, the maple leaf, outlined in red. And so that's not a normal coin. That is one that has fallen out of a set. And so of all the quarters, I would say that one, or the other two that I have that are similar to it. Anything that is dropped out of a mid set that's not supposed to be available to me is pretty cool. That's kind of where I'm going with the quarters. Of course, it would be great to find another 91. They're very cool. It would be nice to find a large-breasted Mountie, which is another one I don't have. That variation of that particular coin. And I know they're hard to find because I can tell you one time, Nick Molnar, I don't even know how many rolls of only 1973 Mounties he's got. Oh my, here we go. Oh, I see. There we go. So that'll be a 2008. And you know right away because the background is white on the poppy and the poppy is still red. Whereas all the 2004s, if you have a nice looking 2004 in your book, you have it because you got it out of the mint roll and it was never circulated. Because those ones, they were an early commemorative and they did not hold up well at all. They just weren't made to, and that is how that goes. I am finding a couple more commemoratives. I'm just, Okay, well, this one's interesting for one reason only. It's flat on one side. I don't know if that was ground down or... It looks like it got... Yeah, it's been worn. Probably got stuck in the dryer or something. No worries. That one goes back in the rolls. I was thinking I would roll up some American quarters and send them down in a box to one of y'all Americans who could probably like redeem them for me for actual American. Because up here they get treated the same as Canadian coins, and I don't care for that. So I was thinking, if I was sending you a box, if I was to include a couple of rolls of American quarters for you to drop off at the local store, and then send me a PayPal of the money that we get, I would appreciate that. Oh, another breast cancer. I'm not able to cross the line because you have to have a passport, and I don't. So because of that, we used to just cross the line. You would take your American change down to the local gas station and literally put it in your gas tank. But you can't do that now unless you have what you call it. I have to change my battery on my forklift. Nope. You don't have any Mounties? I have like 6 Mounties. No, I got Mounties, but I don't have any. There's 2 kinds of Mounties. Small and large breast on the queen. And one you can't find. Yeah, I've got a whole roll of Mounties and I still don't have one of those. So that's how that goes. One more. That's it. That's full. We'll set that aside a moment. I can do that for you. If you did the same for me, I would absolutely do it for you. If you did the same for me, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I mean, whenever you're sending stuff up here, Mike, I don't know how many Canadian coins you literally end up with in your change, but I have rolls of American quarters at this point that I'm holding because I intend to cross the line with them and get 10 American dollars worth of them. No way I'm throwing them back into circulation up here. I mean, even if I did get my passport, which I was kind of thinking about doing, then I could literally, and I would literally, drive my car down to the States to get some gas and just drive it back. We live on a border town. So I could go down there, get milk, cheese, eggs, and book it back across the border, and it's the same as going to the corner store. No different. Thank you, Jack. Um, Blockus was saying that he's got a way of dropping off mail that goes directly into the U.S. system, but when you're a border town, I imagine even I could do that if I was to go down to the, I don't know, he's found an outlet in the city, I guess. He's not going to the border to do it, but I could definitely do that. I know for sure that if I was to go that route, there's somewhere down there where I could probably put mail out directly into the system. Oh, that one's short. I need more coins. I need more. Okay, so we're on to these white rolls now. These white rolls, they're the ones that are machine wrapped and tight and have the possibility of being, well, all the same coin maybe, possibly, but not really. Not the chance isn't that great. Pardon me. Another burps. So I'll use my tool here for carefully unwrapping without tearing. My little metal spudger, unrolling rolled rolls. And I'll push these out. And let's finish off this roll I've got sitting on the scale at 162. Ah, go ahead. I have to go in there. 173. That takes care of it, right? Nope, one more. Nice shot, man. Okay, got it. A friend of mine is texting me. Hmm. 1999 Honda GL 1500 CF in Abbotsford. Oh, it's a Valkyrie. Oh God, I like Valkyries. That's my bike right there. That's what I want. Too bright. It's blaring you guys out. Oh well. Hang on here. No. I need a little bit of brightness, not much. Oops. Dropping coins. More than one. 99 Honda Valkyrie 6500. Holy crap, that's the right price. Well, okay, never mind. That's the bike I want. If I wanted a motorcycle, it would be a Honda Valkyrie. And there it is. He's my buddy. He knows what I like. He's found a couple of ads and he's shooting them my way. I don't have anywhere to put a bike. So, not right now, anyway. Same rule for these tighter rolls. Put them in two at a time. They will fall to the bottom flat. Absolutely. Time bag. You can go back. Everything was for me. None for guys. I'm doing everything the same with that. They were agreed to do go on a regular basis on top of it. Nice. Nice work, Blockus. Nice having friends in the. And Lola would do it for me too. Duke King is close to the Mart in Washington. Important it means my mom used to be a forklift driver. My aunt was the first Del Monte's back in the 70s for sure. Opus Singer in the house. Thank you, Opus, for coming by. Cool. Coolio. Yeah, and after you use things for a while, if you decide that you don't want them anymore, make sure you let me know. I might just buy them and give them away as gifts to other people. 2003, nothing special there. The same fellow who's making sure I know about the motorcycles I like, he's another 420 fiend, and we help each other when we can. Like if in the end you wanted to part with the other pillar, I would buy that one off you for him if you were interested in doing that in the future. I don't know if you want to keep that one forever, try it out. In the end, you're not a big concentrates person, but just if you ever decided you'd like to move it along, let me know because I will pick it up for him because he's a good buddy of mine, a nice guy, and he deserves it. I try to think of him when I can. But if they send you something that you don't end up using, trying it at once, doing the video that accompanies it and all that, and would like to turn it into funds for the channel, I would definitely be able to help out there. All right, we got 138 grams in this roll. That's not enough. We're going to need to open another roll and get us some more quarters so we can finish off the roll that's sitting on the scale and get it out of the way. Mr. Boudreau in the house. Boudreau. He's the reason I got to go to the post office tomorrow. That's fine. I like the post office. They're going to ask me all the dumb questions. Actually, they don't ask dumb questions about parcels. But there's another one on the ground. They only ask dumb questions about letters. Anything other than paper in there? No. Stupid question. Just mail it, lady. It's got art in it. My art. That's what it's got. It's got my art. These rolls got to be filled up almost to the top. They don't leave a lot of extra for rolling the ends over. So when it comes to stuffing these things back up, you end up having to stuff them pretty much stuffed shut. So let's saw that was off a little bit. Come on, tear for me here. 160, so one more. I think that, oh, that's a big pot. It's not the one we want, but it's a nice one nonetheless. We'll put that in the keeper pile, so to speak. That is full. And tea for two. So many things happening. Oh, well, it's all good. It's good all the way around. In the end, you know, I get cool things out of it. So, I mean, not charity by any means. And you're saving me money. I would have gone to the local store and picked up something similar. So, save. Keep it in the family. Save. All good. I just know once Buddy sees the pillar, he's going to ask me about it. And in the end, if you don't want the pillar after you've reviewed it, I would definitely buy it off you and then give it to him. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Got another Stanley Cup just now. I'm not putting it under the scope. Just gonna keep pounding through these. We've only got a few more rolls left of a full box of quarters that my loving wife brought me. Another one of these. You get a lot of those. A lot of people don't think of them as commemoratives, but they are. But one thing about them as commemoratives, there's a million of them. Just a bajillion. So it's not something that you have to be too concerned with. Oh, kitten. I ruined my kitten's playtime by having stuff in her way. I'm sorry, kitten. Let's crack the window here and give her an opportunity to come sit at the window. She likes to do that. Okay. Once experiment, I'm put my wireless Bluetooth earbuds that I use for my phone into my head. And my computer, I bought it a $5 Bluetooth dongle from Newegg. So now my computer has Bluetooth and it connects to my Bluetooth headphones, earbuds that is, which are in my head. And I'm using the microphone that's on them, not even using fancy microphone or anything like that. So for the Bluetooth adapter, it was $5. The Bluetooth headphones were $21, currently on sale. And I will listen back to this afterwards to see what I think of the audio. But I've been told by a couple of people that it's not bad. And the cupboard's bears. I hate it when the cupboard's bare. I was thinking I almost need a post office box, but don't got a lot of people sending me things necessarily. I'm sending out a few things, but don't really need a post office box for that. When you get to the end of these, you kind of got to stuff them in one at a time. Yeah. I'm setting those debatable commemoratives aside as well, so we can just get a count on them, or some of them, most of them. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I think that's it, 178. Yep. Okay. So we roll this one over, all done. Yeah, -2. We give it the mark of death. That's that. Check the chat. Should have returned that junk. Better off than $400 on the headset and 100 million. This one is like I say, no name Chinese brand, whatever. And I'm glad it sounds good. I really am. It's very handy, honestly, to just jam these things in my ears and start walking around. So long as it doesn't sound bad, I can see myself doing it more often than not, honestly, because they sound pretty good. There's a lot of those. After this, I'm going to pile up the fines and see what we got, I think, to show you what comes out of a box. But there is quite a few fines. You'd be surprised. I got a whole box to the side. Either that or I go on to the Twonies. Should I go through the quarters and see what we got? Or should I open up the Toonie box and start looking through those? What do you think, chat? We've got an option. I can show you all the quarters that we got from going through a whole box of quarters, or we can put the quarters aside and we can start flipping through Twonies. No opinions? Yeah. All right. Alrighty then. Don't see any opinions. Oh, $1. They don't got any $1. That wasn't even a choice. It wasn't even a choice yet, Jack. I haven't really started doing $1 books, so not yet. I have sort of done, I dabbled a little bit, but the commitment that I've made to the quarters and the Twonies, that is something else. I've got stock on most. And anything I don't have stock on, boy, let me tell you, I know I'm missing them. Like the British Columbia coin, I have gotten one sent to me from different people, and they're still hard as hell to find. So I'm always looking for those. I'm always looking for ones from the 92 series. Block Locus, I didn't find a single coin from the 92 series in this batch, I don't believe. So if you can imagine, that's why I was mentioning to you, hang on to them when you find them. The beauty of quarters is you can literally hang on to a great big pile of them and they're not going to cost you an arm and a leg and an arm. Just an arm. One arm. But you get to keep your legs, and that's important. You know, you miss those after a very short period of time. 175, 179, that would be her. Or 180 if you like. Getting specific here. Yes, Jack, you are. I would have to start changing my focus and start searching loonies, which is not the worst idea in the world. I'm getting tired of quarters and Twonies, honestly. But to complete a book for Mr. Boudreau, I took one of my own quarters out of my book. So I'm missing a quarter in my book now, and I need it. So I need the painted Cindy Klassen. I do not have more than one of them, and I put it in Boudreau's book so I can send it away. So I need another. And I would love to find a painted, and I found several unpainted ones tonight. No trouble there. Go ahead and find a painted one, why don't you? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that book was done quick. Quarters are a good place to start. That's kind of where I encourage anyone because they're kind of readily available in terms of what you're going to find when you look through a few rolls. You're likely to find something to go in your book, and finding a little something every time you go searching Well, that's encouraging, right? Makes you feel like there's a reason to do it. Oops. And I found that other one with a little bit of paint. That's the unusual one today. That's pretty cool. I do have a couple of other of those in my book, in my quarter book, because I had found some before. And I found more than one before. I found more than one together at the same time. Which means there's a possibility that in here somewhere there could be more than one and I haven't seen it. Maybe. All right, we got our first one like this from 2017. I forget what they call that one. It's got a name. It's in the set with the glow in the dark $2 when you get a set. You know who has got a set? Mike Panucci's got more than one set that includes the glow in the dark. I don't know what he's planning on doing with it, but he was showing me the other day that he managed to pick up a couple of sets that have the glow in the dark toonie in them, and he picked them up for less than the face value of the freaking coins in the set. Drive me nuts. But okay, Mike, fine. Obviously, the people over at Minot Coins and whatnot didn't think much of it. I'm assuming he picked it up at Minot, but I could have got it anywhere. I don't know. But awesome and a great find, Mike. Those are basically uncirculated mid-set, so gradable, probably. Got another Darren in the house, Darren Gray. Thanks for coming by, Darren Gray. Brother D in the house. Okay. Just a few more rolls left to go and we'll be through an entire box of quarters. Then there is an entire box of Twonies sitting over there. And we might just dive right into those. Unfortunately, Twonies give up their secrets pretty darn quick, you know what I mean? Not much does it take. Well, once again, we're keeping an eye out for this girl here wearing that crown there. Let's put that aside. 2003. 2003 is not for me. 2003 will inevitably be a time when we tried so hard and got so far that in the end it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard to lose it all, but in the end it doesn't even matter. That's kind of true, unfortunately. The sooner you know that, the better. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to describe in due time all I know. Life is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by like a bird on the wing. That's it. Put those in there. Squish these down. Put them squished in there. Roll that over. Mark the roll, and it is done. Thank God there are millions and millions and millions of coins out there for me to search. I'll never run out. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. Above all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Funny system, pulling coins out just to put them back in again. All right, fine. When I first opened this box, I was scared that I got a box full of like not circulated coins because the ones that I did do off camera all came in those clear plastic rolls, and there was a lot of them with the American stuff in them. Lots of those clear plastic ones. Again, like I said, I did strip out an entire roll of quarters with the USA on them, and you know I'm going to go through them to see which ones fit in my book because I have both a state quarter book and a what you call it, and it's just going to happen. I'm going to be able to. I know I'm going to get some. I got so many quarters. There's got to be some good ones in there for me. There's got to be some I don't have. Please. Anyways, we'll find out about that later. Show ya. Yeah. See? You know why they look like that. Because they're marking. And we will go through them. In fact, I got a roll and 2 extras so far. More than a roll. 170. That's the one. 179. Let's make our mark. The maker's mark. Canada has awesome quarters. I never knew that till recently. Well, that's why we're here. We're here to spread the word. Legs. Yeah, spread the word. This tool is pretty good. It lets me open these rolls without ever tearing up one of these paper rolls, which is good stuff. Well, you must be in the wrong place. I don't speak Canadian. Take off, eh? We can teach you. Towel off, Ozer. You're in the right place. Say beer and say football. Yeah, we got that. Hockey. If you say those things, among others, they'll help. Okay. Going through these last few quarters pretty quick. And then I think I'll sweep all of the quarters into the magic box, and we will open up the Twonies and see what the good Lord provide us in the Toonie department. And later on tonight, maybe we'll get back to the quarters and sort them out. I want to visit the bank again tomorrow and drop all of these off. My one local bank told me they couldn't give me quarters because they didn't have any. So maybe I'm going to go and drop off some quarters for them. Say, hey, I heard you say you didn't have no quarters, and I felt bad for you. You know, I'm always thinking about you. Got you on my mind. Happy anniversary, baby. Got you on my mind. Happy anniversary, baby. Got you on my mind. All right. Another roll complete. Packed in and good and rolled over tight. And marked with my magic mark. We got 3 more rolls to go, folks. Almost got her beat. She's almost done. Breast cancer awareness came up big. I can see 3 or 4 of those for sure. The War of 1812 came up pretty big. I could see a pile of them. So far, so good. Checking the chat. Mick. Mike. Sorry, Mike. Mick. It's Mike. Good to see you. William E. I learned from a Blockers channel. How's it going? I must be in the wrong place. Nah, you're in the wrong place. You might be in the right place, but it might have been the wrong time. I was in the right place, but I must have said the wrong line. I was in the... Never mind. Oh, I got another one of these. A C chord this time. That goes into the other pile. Not very likely I'm keeping anything that's Olympic themed. Not very likely I'm keeping anything from 1812, since I swear I've got plenty of those of every kind. But I tell you, if you're looking for coins and you get the ones that I've been through, you're going to be able to stumble across a roll full of the ones you're looking for, because that's how I roll them up in the end. I don't think I have to sort the quarters by year, because I'm really only looking for 91s, and I find those as I go now. I've been trained by the good people of the community to keep an eye out for those 91s. So that always means looking for the queen with the big crown, and then noticing down by her neck. So long as there are no dates down by her neck, you're doing good. You're on your way. You've cleared the first couple of hurdles, and you may have a 91. You may have a 91. Every once in a while, they're quite pretty too. You see that big crown and you think to yourself, wow, that's a good looking coin. I hope that's a 91. You flip it over, and she's a 2001. Oh, darn it anyway. Thanks for being along for the ride.
I know they come back.
Everyone. Everybody. Rock your body. Everybody. Rock your body right. Backstreet's back. All right. Oh my God, I'm back again. Brothers and sisters, everybody, search rolls together. All right. The roll on the scale says 171, and I'm breaking out the penultimate roll. Penultimate means the second from last. Or, yeah, pretty much the second from the final. Penultimate. Ultimate is final. And penultimate is just before final. So we are on the penultimate roll. My eyes are going blurry. Might feel one of the migraines coming on. We got another big poppy here. That one aside. Might need a little break between coins before I'm ready to focus again. Starting to get a little bit of tunnel vision.
Right.
Psycho Kitty, qu'est-ce que c'est?
That was good.
Here. Come here, Psycho Kitty. Never mind. You're gonna come to me anyway.
Right.
Psycho Kitty, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better. She's complaining a little bit. That's my Psycho Kitty. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Kitty, kitty. Give him another. Give him one more. One more for the road. Okay. There's my Psycho Kitty. Qu'est-ce que c'est? No, I got a Santa. We have a professional Santa. In fact, I don't fit the Santa suit anymore, so bluntly put. The numismaniac skipper is Santa. If you don't know that, you will know that around Christmas time. In fact, if you have any little kids and you get a hold of him, he will make the best Santa recording for them with their names personalized. He's awesome. So I'm telling you now. And look what we got. We got the double poppy. And we're opening up that final. All right. Just reading the chapter. Opening up that last roll here. And almost done. Reading your comments about my Psycho Kitty. She was found in the backyard and she's not super friendly. She's friendly enough. She's not a cat that you would want a little girl holding by just the front paws, dangling the body around and running around with like it's a baby doll. Because this cat would not care for it much. Not at all. She'd say, yo, 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 cat, yo. Okay. So that's another full roll. We are done. I've gone through all, well, not quite. There's a few coins there yet. We're not quite done. I will quickly label these ones up. I got the pin out. All right, so we got 3 empty rolls right now. That gives an idea how many we've pulled out of there. We won't have enough to fill this roll, but we'll figure that out. 4,
Don't be quiet.
6. Well, that takes care of all the loose ones. We're missing a few. Complete that roll that's on the scale right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out these other ones that I have already set aside because they are different different commemoratives, and many of these are the ones with the neck. What I mean is this one here, this one here. I've set a few, set as I have set quite a few of these aside because I just wanted to get a feel for how many of them would come up, and because I know I've set aside a great big number of them, I'm just going to pull them out of the pile here, just so I can complete this roll. So we will know that there were more of those in the end. But I will complete the roll. And I can go ahead and put it aside and mark it as a complete and filled roll. And I think we're one more coin away from that at this point. So let's find one more of those. There it is. Oops. All right, that's it. That's another good. Okay. Alrighty then. Do I have a plan? Yeah. I feel like I should have a plan. Where'd that other box go? What did I do with it? There it is. Well, that one's the one with all the, yeah, the ones that need to be re-rolled. Okay. So I'm going to put these over here. Oh, let's do that first. So let's see what we got. All right, so what did we get? That one belongs in here. That's an American one. That's an American one. American one. That's American one too. So that's the American one. That's a couple from 2000. It's a couple from 2004. That's that one. That's this one. Got two of the green ones. And one of the blue ones. And we did get one of the yellow ones. So that's the whole set of those, although we didn't get the unpainted ones, although we probably did. I just didn't set them aside. We got 4 breast cancer awarenesses, 5 breast cancer awarenesses. We got 5 from the 1812, and we got that one really odd one that doesn't belong. We got the one from 2017, and I got another one from 1812. So let's keep them there. So this whole row of 1812s, 2008 breast cancer awarenesses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2004 double poppy. 2017, 2010 or whatever. The yellow, the blue, the green, and then a few more Americans for the pile. And in this particular roll or box, I should say, that was the American find right there. So we will go through those to make sure that if there is any state parks or national whatevers, that they go into the book as needed. I don't know how needed they'll be, but we'll find that out. We'll be putting these away shortly. I'm just going to throw them in a roll here to put them out of the way. And some of those will not be kept. They're not necessarily needed. Like these 1812s, I literally have all of those that I need. Chances of these returning back to circulation are really high. Really high. Really high. Just say. Do a little tidy up here. Put some of these porter rolls aside. So they won't get in the way too much. All right. Alrighty then, Carrie Z in the house. Thanks for coming by. My nephew is having one this Sunday. Too much work. Well, no, it's a plus. He's had a ceremony in school Sunday now. Grad party, his birthday. Lots of stuff to do. Congratulations, Carrie. Carrie Sud. Well, here it is. What is this really like? Well, it's the opposite of fake high, clearly.
Baby mother there.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dave's in the house. We're going to break open this box of Twonies and see what we get.
There's another quarter on your chair.
Where?
Right there.
On my chair?
No, it's on the
Oh my. What do we have here? Oh my. We can see all the enders. And I can see some enders that are cool already. Neat. Wow. It's going to be like work again. Here we go.
I don't know what she's drawing at.
Glow in the dark heaven. That's okay. You're watching, not commenting. All right, here we go. Wow, each one of these is one of the nice factory done rolls with the crimped edges. Wow. Okay, cool. I never had a whole box set that's been as cool as this. Where's my tool? Where did I put it? I cleaned up and put the damn tool away. Ah! Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's put this over here. That looks like a good spot. I think we'll go with that. Alrighty. Carefully unroll. They don't give you any extra paper when they do this sort of roll, I'll tell you. They're stingy. Stingy. Okay. Got a question. When you take off work, do they still insist on trying to call you, knowing you won't answer? Pardon me. Pardon me. No, when I'm off work, they don't call. So this very first roll is going to be my sacrifice roll, but I'm going to look through it quickly first to make sure that there's nothing there that I want to hang on to. And in this case, I think we're pretty much just looking for paint. Honestly, I don't think we're looking for anything else. Because there's pretty good stock on Twonies right now. And I don't think it's necessary to hang on to anything that isn't painted. So we're just going to go hard like that. We're going to keep them there. Daryl had you on TV skating today. That's how I am. So on TV skating today. Yes, because Blockus was vlogging us. He went out on the town and Scoots around on a skateboard and shows us stuff in the area of the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. In Vancouver, we have something similar, but we call it the GVRD, the Greater Vancouver Regional District. Got itchy nose. The Javerd. So, not being very, very selective. Let's put it that way. You're not going to stay with me here unless you're something painted, something pretty. If you're not painted or pretty, on you go. And don't. No, there's. I'm going to set it aside. It's a Quebec, but it's not pretty by any means. You know what? I'm not going to set it aside. It is not pretty by any means. I showed it to you, but it goes back. That's what we'll do. If it's not pretty, I'll show you what we find. What? No keeping. No keeping agams. Agams go back. Right? That's one roll done in HD and SAW. Let's hit it again. You just call it the shitty. Please scope anything worthwhile. I'm bad coins hunting for 27 Dance of the Spirits only. Yeah, almost. Honestly. If I was to open up my Toonie book, you would see why. Chock a block of most of the Toonies that we look for. So that's one reason why when it comes to putting together a Toonie book for somebody, it doesn't take very long because I'm usually not missing much. I'm usually missing something though, and that's why I keep on looking. But in this case right now, what is hard to come by for me is the D-Day painted. Ooh, nice. 206. Well, that one is so nice that I'm going to put it aside. And I'm going to grab another one from this roll and put it in there. If something is nice, like super gleamy, and is not like from the last 2 years, like this one's a 2022, of course it looks nice. We will set it aside and compare it against what else we've got. And speaking of what else we've got, in Flanders fields, the poppies grow beneath the crosses, row on row. Yes, sir. And that one is the gentleman sitting there writing in Flanders fields. Getting tough to stuff the last couple in here. That's okay, we'll get it in there. I'll just tell him it was too hard to put in the last coin. It was just too hard. So I didn't do it. That's okay, right? You know, close enough, right? I mean, you're the bank. You got lots of these. They don't have to be dead on, do they? Like if I happen to leave one or two out, that'd be okay? Maybe not. Being a bugger. Being a bugger. Come on. Gotta get one more in there. There it is. It has to weigh 180. 179 will do. 179 will certainly do. Remembering D-Day today, June 6, 1944. Is it really today? That's kind of stupid of me to be talking about it and not even realize that D-Day is today. June 6th, but could very well be true. I don't think Lola would tell me that if it weren't true. So she probably caught it somewhere that D-Day is being celebrated. Now that there's a few more people here, I want to tell you some stuff. I mean, y'all know that I'm about the sound, and I use expensive microphones and gear. I bought gear, but I'm not using any gear today. From Newegg, or you can get it anywhere you want. First, I started off with a Bluetooth adapter, one of these little USB things that you slide into your computer if your computer doesn't have Bluetooth already. Most laptops would kind of have it already, but most desktops wouldn't. So in order to get Bluetooth, you might need to add a little Bluetooth dongle. That's another nice one. 2007. Let's put that one aside for a moment. Oh, Battle of the Atlantic. Nice. All right. Here's a new one to scope. Battle of the Atlantic, where you see the man manning the gun, ships and planes in the air. Stuff to do, baby. Battle of the Atlantic. Yeah. Nothing more to speak of. In 1944, my mom would have been 2. And 2023 is the year my mom left. From 1942 to 2023. Not a happiness thing. Oh well, and I tell you, I mean, life goes on, right, folks? There's lots of stuff that happens that you don't got no control of, and stuff that has to happen. It has to happen. And there's no way it wasn't going to happen. You get your whole life to prepare for it. And then you're not ready. Ah, that's how that goes. You get your whole life to prepare for it. Imagine that, eh? You get one big day. You get your whole life to prepare for it. Bill in the house. Thank you for coming, Bill. We got a William. We got a Bill. All we need is a Billy. And we'll be good. Itchy nose. Well, we're a few rolls in. We haven't found any paint at all. Here's one you find a lot of. Known as the 3 bears, the mama bear and the 2 little bears getting their learning from mama. We call it knowledge. Some people call it the 3 bears. The 3 bears. Top bears. Top bears. Well, it would be nice to find a painted version of this one. That is the glow-in-the-dark one, but not the glow-in-the-dark version of her. Unfortunately. The thing with those is they stand out in a crowd, and, you know, even people who aren't collectors would grab one of those and say, oh, wow, this is cool, I'm keeping it. And that means collectors will have that much more difficulty finding them. Oh, right on. Can we move on to a Wait for Me, Daddy? In New Westminster, British Columbia, there was a regiment. That regiment was going off to war, but before it did, it paraded down the main street. And when the son saw the dad parading off the wharf, he broke away from his mother, ran over to him, and shouted, "Wait for me, Daddy. Wait for me." Pardon me. I think I need a break. So, let's take a look at the chat. Hello, Carrie Z, David Carlisle, Bill Driscoll, Block Blockus. All y'all. Dave and I are just sitting here and we're just going through some Twonies just to see what we get, what it's all about. But I think it's time for a little breaky poo anyway. I still got some. Homemade root beer freezing. Yum. Try to beautify. Hey, I'm at a point where I can brush my face. I'm not saying I'm a grizzly bear, but I can brush my face. Just saying. There we go. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Dave's not here, man. He's here. Right there. I think that tune is wearing thin. Let's see some about a different tune. Ah, yeah, this one. This one's kind of nice. Actually, StreamYards has done a lot of things with StreamYards lately. I'm behind on knowing exactly what all the new things they've added have been. But I know that in the last little while, StreamYard has added a few cool things to StreamYards. I know none of us use some of them. One of the things is a green room for guests if you're having like a more formal talk show, and if you've got a lot of guests coming up and stuff, a place where they can gather and chat with one another and with showrunners, let's put it that way, and not be on the air. Oh, that's not what that is. Never mind. Do a few of those out there. Pardon me. All right, let's get it started again. Get the comments back up here so I can read them. You can get reusable zip top tubes on Amazon. Then, oh. I didn't know that. Freeze pop bags. I'm going to tell my wife that. Okay, so the very first um, commemorative toonie is this one here. This is the Nunavut drummer. You would call him an Eskimo, but that's not a term they enjoy anymore. So the Nunavut Aboriginal uh, drummer. He's from here. He was here before we got here. And he'll be here when we're all gone. Probably. The Nunavut drummer. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. What year is this? 2008. Wow, okay. Keeping that one. It's neat after you spend some time looking at these. When you get one that doesn't belong, it kind of sticks out. There's the Vimy Ridge, another place where Canadians made their mark in war and basically saved Europe. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. 173, 180. That's the one it needs. And that is it. That is all. Another packed roll has got to fall. Mom used to say that. My mom used to say, that is it and that is all. Because that is it and that is all. She'd never say clothes. Clothes. The word clothes from my mother didn't have the letters TH in it. The word clothes was clothes. Clothes. Pick up your clothes. You have to wear clothes. If you don't wear clothes, you'll be naked. Better wear your clothes. There's some interesting blue hue. Yeah, it's got a little something going on there. All right. Let's see, Coin Crew mentioned. Not too sure about what, but Coin Crew, good place to hang out. Those guys know their stuff. They do a lot of work for the community. That one is called Churchill. Churchill is the bear's name. Churchill is also a place in Manitoba where bears are commonly found. The bear was named Churchill after a contest for naming the bear. And there were another few good names, but Churchill was the one who won. And of course, you know, Winston Churchill, kind of a portly dude, very famous. And this bear is also. I wonder if he's related to these ones here. He could be the father. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. That's a pretty nice one. The 97. You know what? I'm going to put this one aside too. And I'll tell you why. 97s, I know, are not as easy to come by. I found that out when, for the fun of it, I took all the Twonies that I was searching and I set them out by year, which I might just do with these yet, but probably not because these will probably be gone by tomorrow. But when you set them out by year, you realize which ones are harder to come by. And then you realize which ones don't come up at all. 2010, for example. No, Siree Bob. It's not going to get a 2010. Or 99, 98, 99. In fact, 98, 99, 2000 are also hard to get. Not finding them in circulation at all. Missing in my very own book, unfortunately. But you do the best you can. Always do. I did win a wheel in the court crew, not on the big prize, but it's still awesome. It is awesome. Lola, I have the popsicle makers. Yeah, I'd love to find another glow in the dark. I am warehousing a few of them though, so I don't really deserve it. But, you know, good things come to them that wait, but not to those that hesitate. So hurry up and wait unto the Lord. You know what I mean? More power to you when you're standing on His word. When you trust Him with your whole heart in the message you have heard. More power to you when we're all of one accord. They that wait upon the Lord, they shall renew. They shall renew their strength. But another Nineveh brother, drummer brother, can't get away from the drummer brother. Kitten is messing you up. Tupperware, we had those. Tupperware, I love Tupperware. Petra, you knew. Lola. Red is the color of the blood that flowed down the face of someone who loves us so. He's the perfect man, he's the Lord's own son, and he shines so freely on everyone that can give us life, that can give us hope, that can make the love between us flow. Nobody else knows what that is. I love Lola. She's the right age. She understands. She's on the ball. Brent, you're a lucky, lucky boy. Lola's a catch. I just wish she had a little more of her health. We're all getting old and starting to decrep. We're decreping right in front of one another. Sucks. It's hard when it's hard to do the things you want to do. We still have the cassette. And they're all on YouTube. Everybody, you can watch, you can see all the good songs. They're all on there. Van White Metal is a channel that seems to be hell bent on, or heaven bent, on getting us all those old Christian classics. Blood Good and Barren Cross and a few of the other good ones from back in the day. Leviticus, yeah. Striper, yeah. Daniel Band, yeah. Yeah. All the good stuff. When the songs that you sing out loud, you know that they're no curse to your God. He doesn't hate you for being involved and glorify Him the whole time. That's always awesome. That's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. Speaking of the good stuff, we have not found a single painted coin. And we have gone through 7, 8 rolls. So, yeah. When you get a book from me and it has every painted coin available, including the glow in the dark, know what I went through for you. My book is finished. I don't need a single coin for my book. I could stop doing this. But rather than being a guy who sells you rolls, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, I just didn't want to do what other guys were already doing. I feel as though that would be just me copycatting, somebody like George, or, well, George specifically, because he's the Canadian that was, have to be a Canadian. There's no other Canadians I know that are kind of in that game at that level. All right, here's one we were waiting for. It's an unpainted Bill Reed, but I can definitely use that in my book. It has a home. I have painted Bill Reeds that are waiting for that to be with them. But yeah, I wanted to do something different, and I thought this is the way to do it: is provide full books and do all the searching, not only for me, because again, like I said, I could stop already, but this gives me a chance to go through them for you and have some fun doing so. And I have. And those of you that have gone on the journey with me and been my benefactors through it, thank you so much. Because otherwise, I have a bunch of books full of coins for the people who are around after I die to deal with. I've even pointed out which books should go first if it's time to liquidate, which ones are complete sets of one kind or another, and which ones are just storage and can be taken straight to the shop to get bread and milk and whatnot. So it's well known which ones are good to go. Do you know Michael Card? Yes, of course. I saw him in concert. I absolutely saw Michael Card in concert. I'm so glad you didn't go. Yeah, never mind. Um, how much are the glow in the darks graded? Well, wouldn't that depend on what grade they get? I've never had any graded, honestly. Mike Panucci has two sets, mid sets that have never been circulated. If a person wanted to grade a coin, that's where you get them. You've got to get them out of a mid set where they haven't been out there. So if you happen to win one from Mike, you could definitely send in a glow in the dark to be graded. And there's another glow in the dark right there. Except it's not glowing because it's not painted. Boo. I have a couple of mid sets I was looking at the other day, still sealed in their original mid set packaging. Mike asked me if I had any coins I would be interested in sending in during the next submission. And I don't really. But then as I looked at a couple of these never circulated mid set coins, I looked at the one from 1967, which is, ooh, this is nice. Another really nice one. And I'm thinking maybe that one might be okay to send. Wow, that is scratch free, boys and girls. That's a good looking coin. Wow. Okay, well, we're keeping that one. That one's going in a. It's going to be compared against what I've got in my storage book. And if it's better than what's there, of course, it's kept. And if not, it'll be returned too. But every now and then, as I say, you pick one up, it's got that gleam. Almost like the one I'm looking at right now. Let's put that one aside as well. Okay. I'm pretty liberal putting certain ones aside, but I could very well open my book and see that I just have plenty of those and it just won't be necessary to keep another. Because I don't keep too many of each one. A, because they're $2 coins. And B, I honestly don't have people clamoring for the $2 books like crazy. So since I do go through the $2 coins with some regularity, I'm pretty sure I can find what's needed for the most part. So today, Canada issued a $3 Dia dos Muertos glow-in-the-dark set. One day I'll have them. I'll have to look into that, my dear. That would be not for circulation, but a special commemorative set. And Canada's big on that sort of thing. So yeah, let me look into that one for you. What year? If you did if you caught it, could you tell me what year? check out a song, Gentle Healer. Brent's sister and his brother sang a cappella at Dad's Memorial for First of a Catholic Street and Southern Baptist. Nice. Northern Lights were 22 American in a capsule. 22 Ghost Ship is still my favorite. The 2022 Ghost Ship. Which one is that? 2022 Ghost Ship? Not sure what that is. Which I feel like I should know. All right, 2017. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. I need to know more about that. Some of these things that have come in the past are harder to come by because they did make them limited vintage. Another Three Bears, as they say. And then, of course, this fellow here, Sir John A. Macdonald, was the first Prime Minister of Canada. He's also very, very controversial in the way that he treated our natives, basically exclaiming that he'd be able to basically beat the Indian out of them. Oh my, what do we have here? What do we have here? What the hell is this? Oh my turd. Oh my turd. Okay. Okay. All right. This is unusual. Now, it's unusual because of how gorgeous it is. Wow. This is a 2003. I got there's a dumping here. There's no way a 2003 should look like this. Wow. That's nutty. There is no way a 2003 should look like that. Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Wow. One of these getting that. If that's not good enough to go into, if mine's not better, and it might not be. Wow. Wow. That's a very good looking coin. I'm pooping. And it's just like that, right? You have, after you look a million of these things over, you got one in your hand and it just doesn't seem right. That's that right there. Wow. Okay. I don't know why that. How could. Weird. I'm shaking the whole camera. I wonder if there's any way I could stop doing that. It's kind of on a bit of a gimbal. That is a nice 2003. Did I get a Toonie rolling machine? No. When did I get a Toonie rolling machine? I never did. Ghost ship is under available. Oh, has a ghost ship that is only available under the UV light. Cool. One more. This one is another one of those. We'll put that aside. We'll put this one back because it's just the star. Well, one of the stars. Wow. Wow. That is a good looking coin. $180. Yeah, those are the ones I look for. I mean, over and above the painted ones. If I find one that makes me go wow, that's one that's going to make you all go wow in your book. And that's what I'm looking for. The ability to make you go wow when you get a book from me and you know how curated each and every single coin in that book will be. I tell you, there are times when I remove a coin out of a book that I send to somebody twice and three times, replacing it with a better one as I'm working on the book. Birdie. I don't mind. That's the whole idea. The only people who can't get one of these from me on principle are Canadians. What? I'm excluding Canadians? Yep. And I'll tell you why. If you're Canadian, you can do what I'm doing. Do your own searching. That's the fun part. I'm not, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not even doing this for myself. You guys are letting me do the fun part. So if you're a Canadian and you're seeing me do this and you're thinking about how you'd like to have a book, there's your cue. Go get yourself an empty book. Go get yourself down to the bank. Pick up a couple of rolls at a time. You don't need to get a box. Just get a couple rolls. At first, you're going to find coins right away that will go in your book. Then after that, you will find better coins and you will start to do the replacement game. We got another 3 bears. Put that right back. The only thing that will make me take that out of there is a glow in the dark at this point. I found a couple of others that are almost as nice as it that I put aside for further scrutiny, but that one. There actually might be one that's even better than the other ones that I put aside, but something about that one made me just gaga over it. So, there it is. How about black unis? Send you a roll of black ones. Sending rolls is just as expensive though. Kind of a pain in the butt. Fine if you've got a box coming in, that's one thing that could be. But and that's the thing. If I'm going to send a box down to, somebody down in the States, I was thinking maybe I should just throw in a couple of rolls of quarters, and if you would redeem them at the local store and just PayPal me the amount, then I can properly get what I should be getting for American money instead of getting the same as Canadian up here, which is dumb. That's dumb. I'd have to every now and then send a box down. But I do every now and then send a box down, and in fact, the next box going down to Mr. Boudreau. And then after that, there's Lola, there's Jack. There are dollar books to make. I'm going to have to start searching dollars. I have a small collection of already good saved dollars, but nothing like I've done for the quarters or the loonies, or toonies, I should say. And by far, the quarters are the ones I have the most of because you can keep quarters, right? They're not as expensive. So if somebody wants a quarter book, those are the easiest things to put together. So there's another 3 bears there, as you can plainly see. That Fuzz out of there. Be gone, Fuzz. Fuzz, be gone. No, Fuzz, be gone. Need new fabric for my coin table. I was thinking I'd like to get a really small amount of really nice, like silk, black silk. Would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll get a nice piece of leather because leather seems to be, I don't know, like people don't like it anymore just because it was from an animal. I love leather. That animal's already gone. You're honoring it by treating it properly. All right, there's another Churchill. A little bit of dirt on it. Not a pretty coin. Let's just solve that little problem here. Problem for the most part solved. Wow, I've gone through more than a half a box without finding a single page. That's a sucky box in a way. What? Are you kidding me?
What?
I'm just gotta check something. If you don't want to see it, Boudreaux, don't look. No way, man. Nice. Not only is it good looking, but it's a damn 2010. That is freaking awesome. I am pleased. Hell yeah. Boudreaux. Oh hell yeah. Well, I included a little stamp here with the king on it because I wasn't so sure that I was going to get something to fill this little spot. I didn't want there to be nothing there. You know, Boudreaux, I don't care that you and I've already. This is going in there anyway. Oh man, it's gorgeous, Boudreaux. Well, that's a 23. That's not the one you get. That's the one I've been showing off underneath. This one. Is it really a 2010? Holy crap. It's not the gorgeousness from underneath the scope, but it's a 2010. Hell yeah. Thank you for the joy, Boudreaux. I've already got one in my book, and so do you. Sweet. Okay. Oh, cat's in the spot. Don't want to disturb Kitty.
Yeah, they're soft.
Did you see it? No, not Bill Driscoll's. Boudreaux. But he's not here, hopefully, because then he didn't see it. Cool. He was here earlier. I suppose. I still have Oxford Lumbing, which just came on. So he show me. Sweet. Oh yeah. Okay. Actually, I still want him to have the stamp, though. I gotta put that in there somewhere. First stamp that was issued with the king's face on it in Canada. So I'm sending one of those just for fun. We'll put it in here. Extra things in here that I don't necessarily want to show off, but because the extra things vary from book to book. So if you get a book, if you get something extra, you get it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I never promise extra things as they come with on my whim, you know. All right, that was cool. I'm happy. I'm not that happy. I still want to glow in the dark. But that made me pretty happy. Nice. Can't believe it was so good looking, and it was a 2010 and caught my eye. Because I wasn't really looking for 2010s, honestly. Makes me think I should sort these out by year again. I like to do that too. Silly as it seems, I could definitely do that too. You don't know why I'm laughing. Don't judge me. You don't know me. You don't know me. You can't judge me. All right. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. All right. Let's put these back in their roll and try to get through the rest of these without losing our minds or finding somebody else's mind by mistake. It was already pre-lost. You're near the fires. We'll have to do a trade next time. I'm in Michigan. Is that your book? Another way to get a book is by hanging out at Block us and helping us get to 1,000. When 1,000 is hit, there is a giveaway book to be had. And here is another neat coin. That is what we call the Summit Series, which is kind of sad in a way because 50 years ago we won a hockey game and we still celebrate it today. Now, it was against the Russians, so, you know, we got the Vimy Ridge, and our luck has changed. Took a while. We've got the matching Bill Reed to go with the one we found earlier. Pretty sweet. We have the non-painted one, and now we have the painted and our first painted. There are only 6 rolls left, and we found one painted coin. And in the book that you get from me, you will have all of the painted coins and all of their Shut up, Darren. There it is, the Painted Summit Series. And then we got another Nunavut drummer. Again, not a particularly nice one. Got another 2009 here. What is it? Did I not? No. I think I've got a couple of rolls on the go here. That's not nice enough. That's 151. Let me get another roll and finish these up for Pete's sake. I'm scattered to the winds. Thursday's game is already scheduled. Out of black eyes. And in the meanwhile, yes, Block gives away prizes of quarters. You get a little bit better quarters if you're a channel supporter. You get random quarters if you're just a winner or a wiener. Ooh, okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. Just want to get this one stuffed up. $71. Okay, what's it? 179. All right. Come on. No, that's not going in there nicely at all. Can't do that. It's very picky. have all the paper. Can't get any of it stuck underneath there. Otherwise, it will not work. There we go. 180? 179. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay. Wow, okay. Got another hockey one. Here, let me just put these aside a little bit. And we did get a nice looking, sorry, there, something like that. There we go. Nice looking Quebec. Got a few scratches on it, I see. Won't be the kind of one that gets kept in the long run, but is a nice. The Quebec one's kind of cool. Quebec has been around for 400 years. For those of you who are counting, that's a very long time. Longer than America, by the by. Interesting, huh? And here we go. There it is, the Armistice Poppy. Nice. Took a little while to get to. You like Louis? Louis. I'm not so fond of Louis. Louis, 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 Louis. Louis, 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 why? Louis, 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 Louis. Louis, Louis, I don't cry. Louis. All right, let's get another one of these rolls on out. Do the thing that we do. Right? Right there. Where? Right there. Where? All right. Nothing to speak of. All right, we got our first black toonie, and it is worn. It's already got sort of worn through the black on the very edges of the coin. This one's been out there, and it's going to stay out there. We don't need any more black toonies. I have them by the rollful. And they have been pulled out of circulation. I did not pay money to have rolls. I found rolls. Worth rolls and rolls worth. Yeah, I'm already starting to send those back as they come up. Got another Guns in the Atlantic. Squeeze many of that down. Do that. $173, $180. There's that one full. Typo. Yeah, you know, if you find that little H on the roll, you can forget it. I've already been there. I've already done that. You ever Canadian coin search and see the H? The H is for forget it. Actually, that's not so true of the current rolls that I do because I throw back a lot. because there's just no need to keep beyond a certain number of anything. But in some cases, I'm keeping them, and I'm not even sure why. Oh, not even sure why sometimes. Let's put up something pretty. Oops. Been through a box of quarters and a box of Twonies tonight. You didn't see the whole box of quarters. I didn't want to do them all online because I'm only looking for a few different things in the quarters. But then again, I'm looking for even less in the Twonies. And I think maybe what I got to do is get some loonies and get started on getting the stock up. You don't even know my first love, lol. Lol. Stoney's not here, man. The black can fade off. Yeah, it can. Not fade off, but wear off. They do, I believe it's an anodizing process. We got another 3 bears. I believe it's an anodizing process. The coins themselves are still made of the same alloys that are normally found in the toonie, just the black is applied one way or another. I'm pretty sure it's like an electroplating or that's another nice one, isn't it? Well, we'll put that one aside for fun. This one's getting close to full. That's it, 179. That's a full roll. So we'll get it stuffed up, marked up, and ready for putting away. Didn't quite fit. There we go. Come on, you can do it. It'll fit in there. It'll fit right on in there. I promise. That's a place for you. Nope, catching the edge. There we go. Did I get it? Nope. Nope, there's paper under there. Dang it. Yeah, see, it's folded under. I can feel that. Come on, get in there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Wow, that was a pain. Starting to come apart a little bit. Want to get that folded up and put away before it disintegrates. Three more rolls, and then she's done. Three more rolls, and then she's done. Three more rolls, 3 more rolls, 3 more rolls, 3 more rolls, and then she's done. I didn't need to open up that roll. I still have another roll not quite finished here. And it starts off with another black one. Right there. That's actually a nice black one, but we're not going to keep it. I'm going to put it in the first spot. Oh, and here we have another Dance of the Lights, what you call it. Not painted, of course. But another, I have one. Not even gonna. Not much paint. Got another Quebec here. I believe we will get through a whole box of Twonies without finding a glow in the dark. Not that that happens often, but another glow in the dark, not glow in the dark. Wow. When you think about how those have half the mintage, and once again we get another Armistice Poppy. Nice. Nothing else there. $172, $179. Hop on in there. There you go. I like cats, wolves, and bears. Dogfish. I wear it all the time. Two more rolls in my box. I think I can probably put some of these rolls back in my box. Oops. Don't do that. What's wrong with you? Punch holes and things. We got a little bit older, but still a wait for me, daddy. Not older, it's exact same age as the other ones. I'm nuts. Of course it is. It's just not in such nice shape. It's not older. Doesn't. It can't be older. Yeah, owls could be very predatory, and they're darn good at snatching up small animals and flying off with them. We have quite a few owls around here. You can hear them. They go hoo hoo. The owl has claws. Well, maybe not Copper Owl. He might not have claws. If he does, they're probably Santa Claus anyway, right? Ooh, that's one of the nicest 2,000 knowledges I've ever seen. We'll put that one aside. Wow, okay. Interesting when you find those ones that are old that look so nice. I will check my book. Got another Nunavut drummer. Not a particularly nice one, but a Nunavut drummer nonetheless. I see two rolls that have actually before that, two rolls that have not got any coins in them. So there are two rolls worth of commemorative coins in this box. Wow, that's another nice one. A 96 too. Okay, that's not fooling around. From the very first year, 1996, and looking really nice. 179, that's a full roll. Alrighty. Another hockey right there. One more roll to go. And then it's time to start packing them up. Or packing them into books. One of the two. Definitely got a Bill Reed set. Definitely got a set of Summit Series. Definitely got two painted Armistices. But no glow in the darks. Unless they're in my hand right now in the very final roll I've got. Another 2,000. Not even gonna bother. We'll just get this one packed up. Then we'll start looking at the coins that we separated out, and we will start packing them up as well. They're not needed. The really, really standout ones, I've got them set aside. And those will be looked at in conjunction with looking into the book to see if they're better or worse than the ones we've got. But they take a little extra scrutiny. There it is, 180. What's in these? How to catch a snake? You thought it was the best? Because nobody's deathly afraid of them. Ha ha ha. Two missing rolls is $100, kids. That's a lot of dollars. So we're not going to want to have $100 worth of coins kicking around. Not going to keep that one. We are going to keep that one. We are going to keep this one and this one, and that one, and this one, that one. Not going to keep that one. Nope, not going to keep that one. Not going to keep this one. Not going to keep that one. Not going to keep this one. Not going to keep that one. Not going to keep this one. Chances are we won't be keeping that one. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, this one. I should have seen another Billy Reed. These are all the same, all hockey, yeah. So these are the ones from there. Almost. Not keeping those. Not keeping that. Not keeping that. Not keeping that. Nope, not keeping either of those. I'll keep that one. Not keeping that one. Not keeping that one. Not keeping that one. Not keeping. Well, we'll take an eye on that one. Put an extra eye on it. What is that? Alrighty. 165. So we got to put in just a little bit more to get that one up to snuff. This one here, 172. That's my matching Bill Reed. We're going to keep that. Even more Nunavut drummers. And another. Okay, so that one there, 179. So that's another roll right there. This one, we're going to mark slightly different because it's full of commemoratives. So we're going to go and we're going to put the big C on it. We'll put that one in the corner of the box. Then we'll read the chat. Nice little boy, beautiful wandering earthworm. Spent all his time in the backyard and just resting for the dogs. Took one in the house, I love one if you to catch him. Friend of mine had Jackson German tool, but it didn't have a charger. Guess who rigged up a charger? He's already been using the tool left for him. Sometimes hit him with rotary tips. They cross with voice for all the bugs every day. Unbelievable. We dug in the garden all the time, had treasures and bugs. We had so much fun. Cool. Well, let's do a little post-mortem, shall we? Let me just get the details out here for us. '05, 207, and in 1997. They all look real nice. This one is just striking, 2003. This one, 96, really awesome shape for a 96. A 2011, that's really good looking. It might not be good looking enough, but it might be. I could drop it 10 more times, that'd help it. Another 2003, nowhere near as nice as that other one. And what else do we have here? Wow, another 2003. I'm going to be picking through some 2003s clearly. A really nice 2002. A really nice 2000. I think I have two nice 2000s here. I do. So it basically kept a roll's worth, which is 50 bucks. So I will look at those with some scrutiny, decide whether any of those will not get kept. But that is my haul from a box of Twonies. $1,000 worth of Twonies and maybe 50 bucks worth kept. Maybe. So let's put those in a final roll and be done with it. But the weight is 191. So that's more than a roll. We know that 180 is a roll. In fact, we're just going to leave these painted ones out. These ones this way. These ones here will move in. Did I move that painted Bill Reed in already? I think I did. I don't want this one. Don't have another roll for it though. Okay. Yeah, this is how it goes, Bill. Still didn't find any of the really valuable ones. That's okay. Where's that Bill Reed? Where's that Bill Reed? Where's that Bill Reed? Well, we can hang on to that. This. Every time I look at this one, it looks special. Every time I look at that one, it looks special. So wait for me, Daddy. There's the page. There's the Bill Reed. So there's the set of Bill Reeds. There are all the hockey ones. I'll throw this one in there. I'll throw this one in there. We'll throw these over here. And what we're going to do next is embarrassing. Not really. Okay. Alrighty. These two go here. There. And here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 painted. And just as many, if not more, unpainted. Here's our Bill Reed collection. So we're going to add a Bill Reed and an unpainted Bill Reed to the page. And there we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Bill Reeds. These are the victory ones. All right. So here's the hockey page. But as you can see, I've got it all filled. All filled. But I want this to so we don't have any more room for hockey ones. You know what? We got a whole page of hockey ones. And we have a back page for more hockey ones. Look at that. So let's fire them in here. Why not? Almost crazy, but I'm feeling crazy. I'm feeling crazy. There we go. Fires it right in there like that. This is an. We're going to put this one right here. I'm going to put this one right here. And this one go right here. And this is what makes it easy for me to do a book for you. There's a spare glow in the dark. This is my investment. These are all insulin, all hockey, Summit Series, all victory, all Bill Reed. This one is Bimmy and D-Day. This one is Armistice. This one is a bunch of the others, a few of the different other kinds, and then going back to the very first ones, starting with the Nunavut drummer here and going on. So for now, we'll put that one away. We've got that storage taken care of. At $2 a coin, any idea what this would be? What this book would be worth? Yeah, it's like a bank account. How many are in a book? Good question. When I put together a book for you, it'd be a book like this. And this book can store, I don't want to show off what's in here because surprise, $62 coins. Now, there may or may not be 60 in it when I put it together for you. Basically, there are 60 spots, but there are not always 60 Twonies. I think there are 50 some odd in here and then some other fillers. One other thing I want to point out, this book, this one, is not the one my man Boudreaux will get. I use this one over and over again to get all the coins together. It's got wear and tear on the corners for me opening and closing it 100 times. So what I will do is fill this book so that I know I have all the ones I need, and then I will buy a brand new book and I will transfer this and then send it off to Boudreaux. So if it feels all stiff and new when you get it, Boudreaux, that's why. Because it is stiff and new. It's new. Oh, I wonder how that works. Can you still hear me? I don't even know if that works. Can you still hear me? Audio. Check, check. Oh, you can. Cool. I had the two earbuds in and I took one out because it was starting to tell me battery low. And then I thought to myself, well, what if that one has the microphone in it? I put it in its charging case, there's the one, put the other one out of here. I put it in this thing, charge up. Right? And I thought, if that one has the microphone in it, then no one will hear me. But that's all I'm doing. A Bluetooth USB dongle costs $5 at Newegg. And then these are the earbuds that are typically for your phone. That's what I'm using. That's what you're hearing. Giving that a try, and I'm going to do I will review this after and see what the audio sounds like to me anyway. Let's see what. Turn that a little bit. That's better. All right. More Jenga sets. Wow. Cool. How much is a book? A book, the amount that it costs depends on what goes in it. What I do is I put it together and then I write out a quote for you and send it off telling exactly what I put in the book. And then you get to decide whether that's worthwhile or not. $2 books end up going for about $170, and they're the most expensive book. And that includes all the coins, the book, and the shipping to you. So roughly, all roughly. If you want an actual quote, let me know. I will put something together for you, send it off to you. I've never had anybody not take a book when they've asked me for what the price is. I need the zipper once. I'll explain to you off air how I figured out how I should price them. I'll actually bounce it off you to see what you think because I thought to myself it would be nice to recoup something for the time I've spent, but at the same time, there's no way to recoup for the time you actually spend when you're doing this. So it's got to be a labor of love for fun for the most part, I think. And that's what I've turned it into. So far, so good. That's a quarters. What is this roll of quarters for? I forget. I think it's a partial rule. Oh no, this is where all the ones I'm keeping are. Okay. I didn't write keepers on the side like I generally do, so I know why I still have them. Good night, Dave. Yeah. See, yeah. Let's have something like that, yeah. Yellow bird. Green bird. Anyway, let's stuff these back in here, and I will waste not, want not. Or haste makes waste. That's it. Haste making waste is exactly what's going on here. The beauty of the quarters is that whatever number of quarters you find, you just keep. Anything you want to keep, you keep. At a quarter or a coin, you can afford to keep them. At $2 a coin, a little bit different. Here's one I got when I ran into the mint. So it doesn't show you much. It's on a little credit card kind of a thing. It's from the mint. And it holds one of the coins, one of the quarters, the creativity one, in a little plastic bubble. But otherwise, it's the size of a credit card. Shows a couple people working, looking at some plans. Creativity 2000. Flip it over. Expression for all time. And you can see the back. Oh, for a coin that's encased in plastic, looks to me like it's got a scratch or two on it there down by the neck, but okay, all right, fair enough. Can't ask for everything, I suppose. But yeah, that's this thing here. All right. I love my books. Yeah, I thought so too. When I was at the coin, I went to a coin shop, the only coin shop I've ever been to, and the video that's on my channel. And I went there because the Canadian Mint was there that day, and they were exchanging or giving you the black $2 Twonies right out of the Mint roll. So if you wanted a uncirculated example, they would sell them off at face there at the event. But also at the event, they had these cards for $1 each or something. So I've got a couple of them because I figured, why not? I said, hey, what else has the Mint got for sale? It's kind of like everything. But yeah. Oh, pardon me. The eyes are starting to give out, I'm afraid. The eyes have it. Ah, time to rub my eyes a bit. Alrighty. I don't think I have a lot more to offer tonight. I'm getting pretty dragged out. 10:30 here on the West Coast, and I did a day's worth of work and went through a complete box of quarters, and went through a complete box of. You know what I need to do? I need to re-roll quarters. That's what I really need to do. Going to be busy the next few days. There they are. Caught us. Caught us little pills. Got a lot of these. How'd that get there? Whatever. Not that fond of these plastic rolls. Thanks for stopping by, Bill. I have got a box full of quarters to roll. I just swept them off the table to do them fast. That's how I got through a whole box. I did not re-roll as I go, which I do sometimes, but I didn't this time. A friend of mine was trying to devise a tool I could use where you would just put the coins in it, and then it would be a really quick way of counting and spitting them into rolls when you were done. I hope he figures that out because I could probably use it for quarters if nothing else. No, the nice thing about these is they only fit the right amount of coins for the most part. And that's it. A roll. Woohoo! Okay, it's time. Thank you for coming by, Carrie Z. Really appreciate it. We weren't doing anything in particular, just going through some coins. Just the normal stuff. Nothing special here. Nothing to see here. Move along. My loving wife, I knew she was out and about and in a different part of town. So I said, hey, it would be so kind as to stop off at the bank and bring me home some coins. And I actually asked her about quarters, but then I changed my mind because quarters are heavy. And I didn't want her to have to necessarily lug quarters. But my loving wife not only got me a box full of quarters, she got me a box full of Twonies, and I have done them in. Actually, maybe I don't mind these. It's when they don't stay shut that I hate them, honestly. They're not so bad to re-roll if you re-roll them like this. They really do give you a feel for when you have the right amount in there. I think we need to change the tune. Hey, Dave. That looks a little better. Kind of bright looking before all night long now that I realize it. But I turned it on to something a little more normal. Oh, pardon me. So many quarters. It would be nice to have a quarter or coin rolling machine, honestly. But then you'd have to make a job out of going through the coins, right? If you have an investment machinery, then you gotta really make an effort. I know somebody, who was it? Somebody has a coin rolling machine. I can't remember who. Somebody told me somebody has one that does the crimped ends. I don't know if it was $50 or something like that has got some kind of coin rolling machine where they're able to make the nice rolls. I think so. I think it was somebody handling $50 anyway. I just can't remember if it was $50 make hollow or who. But somebody out there has a roll cover that makes those nice crimped rolls. These ones, I feel like putting a piece of tape on them. So I feel like they might unroll on their own otherwise, but maybe not. No, but fair enough. 1:30 a.m., baby. Gotta go get some sleep. Have a good one, Lola. Thinking about 3D printing a coin wrapper holder funnel. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna print one, print two. Every government job's done that way. If you're gonna make one, make two. Mm. The old king space right up there, like yeah, some kind of a funnel where in one area you can throw in the coins and know that you've got the exact right amount, and then just tip the whole thing up and have them all slide down into a waiting roll at the bottom. That would be deadly. And for sure, to do quarters to begin with, because there are a lot of quarters in the quarter search, and if we could get through them more quickly, more expediently, I would be very happy. Happy, happy, happy. Quarters make me happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Good night, Block Blockus. Have a good one, bud. I should be doing the same, but I also know that if I don't re-roll these, I'm not going to re-roll themselves, unfortunately. And while I'm still, I don't know, barely alive, you know, functioning on autopilot basically, maybe I can get these done and not even notice. Not even notice that I'm doing them. But I think I'll end the chat right away too. It feels like it fits. I think so. Yeah, I'm going to end this. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all for coming by. Of course, Dimebag Darren World Headquarters here in the corner of my living room. And a pretty substantial coin hunt tonight. And a lot of good friends that stopped by. So, you know how the tune goes, right? I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time I have to say so long. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. Bye for now.